Hi, I'm Chrysta Wilson. I'm the executive pastry chef and owner of Kiss My Butt Bakery, a boutique bakery based in Los Angeles, California. I'm 30 years old, and I call Los Angeles home. I started Kiss My Butt Bakery in 2005 solely as a web-based cake catering company while I had my full-time job as an urban planner and a community organizer. And in that field, if you want people to come together and help improve challenged neighborhoods, you gotta feed people. And cupcakes were my way to help build community. By 2008, the business was out of control, and I built my own boutique bake shop located near Beverly Hills in California. One of the big things of why people, I think, flock to Kiss My Butt Bakery is that I'm a regular girl who had a real full-time job with health insurance and a regular paycheck, but I quit my job to pursue baking, and particularly our mini bun cupcakes. That's our hugest bestseller. And the reason I did that was because I couldn't find a good cupcake in town. Truthfully, I don't always want to bake my own cupcakes, but it got to that point because I wanted a fresh cupcake where all the ingredients are made from scratch, whether it's the strawberry compote in the strawberry cake or the bacon that's in a cake or the batter itself. And I couldn't find that where it wasn't too sweet or wasn't too dry. And so I thought, I'm gonna open my own bakery, and that's gonna be our focus. I'm located in Los Angeles near Beverly Hills in West Hollywood, and there's an ass load of bakeries. You could throw a rock and hit one. So we've gotta be competitive with all of our product lines. So we do mini bun cupcakes, buns, bars. We bake a lot with bacon and other unique and crazy ingredients like cucumber, bourbon, rum, tequila. And that's our competitive edge, and that's what keeps us separated from the best. We're the kind of bakery, though, that wins competitions without even trying and without even entering. We won Best Cupcake in LA twice without me even knowing it. We've been on every top 10 Best Bakery, Best Cupcake list since we opened our boutique bake shop 2 years ago. I've been featured in the LA Times food section 3 times for various recipes, the New York Times, the LA Weekly, most interesting people in Los Angeles, and my point is that I'm hyper competitive, but we're highly successful, and that's why, because our cake is the best in town. When it comes to our mini bun cupcakes, I think the best cakes that we have here, or at least the crowd favorites, are our red velvet cake and our maple bacon cake, which actually has maple bacon in the cake and on top. And those 2 crowd favorites are also the favorites of the LA Times food section. They've been featured twice. When I think about, though, some of the craziest things I've seen in the baking industry, particularly cupcakes, the craziest thing is cupcake bakeries who aren't making their own cupcakes, who are using margarine, not real butter, and this is the craziest part, they have frozen batter shipped to them in paper liners, and then they pop that in the oven, bake them, and then they put crazy frosting on there, and then they call them baked from scratch. That's crazy. At Kiss My Butt, we've had the privilege of being a part of some unbelievable events. The Glee TV show Summer Spring Fling. We've done the GQ Men's event. We've done tons of weddings and TV shows and on Hollywood premiere parties. And even in our own store, we do these crazy tasting events where we're feeding upwards of 300 people over the course of a 3-hour event. And it's all high pressure. You know, there's time constraints, there's multiple flavors, there's stress of crazy interns and staff and consumers, but it all works out because I'm that good and the cakes are that good. Kiss My Butt is a Southern-inspired bakery. So everything we do here is all inspired by me growing up in the Southeast, and that's my perspective on food. I mean, I grew up in the Southeast. My aunt was a huge baker. I learned everything from her, and I always baked as a hobby. And it wasn't until she died, and then my mom died a year later, that I realized life is way too short to have a hobby and a passion that you don't pursue. And so I gave it all up in 2008 and built this bakery focused on high quality, made from scratch, original flavors, and that's what we do. And it's been an interesting ride in the last 2 years, and critically acclaimed, so that's cool too. It's no secret that most cupcakes suck. It's true. Our cupcakes don't suck, and that's been my challenge since I started my company, is to create a cupcake that actually tastes good, that's moist, unique flavors, and baked fresh every day. That's our norm, but that's not the norm of the industry, and I think that's why we maintain that we're the best cupcake in LA and probably the country too. And we're gonna go to Cupcake Wars and kick some ass and prove that point. We're gonna win it.